Expivi's advanced pricing system explained. Expivi is not only an advanced 3D and augmented reality configurator, but also a full-featured 3D commerce platform. That's why we know how important product pricing is, and our advanced pricing system makes it even possible to create the most complex pricing rules for your products. But it doesn't stop here. Our platform makes it possible to retrieve pricing data based on SKUs from external sources, but also export the complete order data to, for example, your ERP system. In this video, we'll explain how our pricing system works and what options you have to calculate and display your product prices. When we have a configurable product, we have attributes, for example size and color. Each attribute has its options, for example red, green, blue, or small, medium, large, extra large. We call each possible combination of a configurable product a product variation. There are two elements that are important for the final product price for a configured product: the SKU and the pricing. The SKU is the stock keeping unit, which is a product code for either a single product, or if it's a configurable product, a product code for each part. In most cases, each unique SKU has its own price. The second element that is important for the final product price is the pricing. For single products with a single SKU, it usually has one unique price. For configurable products, it is very common to have a different pricing system that makes it possible to change the price based on the selected options. The SKU and pricing determines the final price of the configured product. Every company has its own system of using SKUs and pricing for their products and its parts, so that's why Expivi created an advanced pricing system that can handle any SKU and pricing method a company is using. Expivi has created several methods, or as we call them, modules, that can be chosen to get the correct SKU and pricing. For the SKU, we have the Model SKU module and Script Engine. For pricing, we have the Attributes Pricing, Pricing Rules, Script Engine, and Third-Party REST module. Again, to get the correct price of a configured product, we need to have the correct SKU and pricing. If we use the Model SKU module to get the correct SKU, you can define the SKUs in the 3D model itself. If we go to Configure and Graph, we see the complete hierarchy structure of the 3D product, and you'll also find the various options of a product with its SKUs. By setting up a good hierarchy in the 3D product, it's easy to add the correct SKUs to parts of the products. The Model SKU module is a simple way to get the correct SKU for a configuration, but there are companies that have a more complex system to get or compile a SKU. For example, Company X is selling products that offers custom-made wooden planks. The SKU is determined by the chosen length, width, and height. In this case, it's not possible to use the basic Model SKU module, as we can only apply one SKU to the length, width, and height. For this, we use Expivi's Script Engine, in which we can write formulas to create or look up the SKUs. Script Engine allows you to connect your store to an uploaded SKU matrix, which is a spreadsheet with all SKUs, so that the correct SKU is being used. This SKU matrix could be generated from your ERP system. Once we have the SKU, we have to determine the correct pricing for the SKU. Most of the time, we can define a price for a specific SKU and add this to the product price to calculate the final product price. But there are also cases in which we need to perform special price calculations. Expivi offers 4 different pricing modules to achieve any complex pricing calculations. These are Attributes Pricing, Pricing Rules, Script Engine, and the Third-Party REST module. Each module will output its own price. If 2 modules are being used, the prices from both modules will be combined. Please keep in mind that you can only use Attributes Pricing in combination with Pricing Rules and Attributes Prices in combination with Script Engine. Other combinations are not possible. To select the pricing module to be used, go to the Configure tab and select the Pricing tab. Here you find the 4 modules. Attributes Pricing. Attributes pricing is the most simple way to calculate product prices. To set the prices, we go to the attributes and enter the prices for each option. For example, if we want to increase the base price with $10 for this specific option, we enter it here. Pricing rules or pricing matrix. Pricing rules are based on the SKUs, which are retrieved in the previous step. In the price matrix menu, we can create price groups, and within each price group you can create multiple price rules. Each price rule will look at the SKUs and apply the price calculation to it. You can create all sorts of so-called SKU patterns. For example, if you want to increase the price with 10, whenever a specific SKU that starts with 1, 2, 3 has been selected, you create it like this. Or if you want to be applied on the SKU, which is equal to XYZ 1, 2, 3, just enter the specific SKU. There are 3 different types: compound, rate, and unit. Compound will add a specific amount to the price. Rate will add a specific rate to the price. For example, increase the price with 0.1 or 10% if this SKU has been selected. If the unit type has been chosen, the price will be based on the input of the user, for example, a number of centimeters. In the Components Limit field, you can enter a certain number of occurrences of the SKU before the price calculation is applied. In the Condition Attribute option, you can limit the price calculation if a certain attribute has a specific chosen value. With the Unique checkbox, you can limit the price calculation to 1 time, even though multiple occurrences of the same SKU are chosen. With Pricing fields, you can add specific prices to the product base price. You can use this option as a fallback option to apply price calculations. The third pricing module is Script Engine. Script Engine makes it possible to use your data source, for example CSV files, and apply very complex price calculations to it. For example, if you need to calculate the price based on the width, length, and height of the product, you can add these values in a spreadsheet with the corresponding price. The final pricing module is the External API, which makes it possible to connect Expivi with, for example, your own ERP system to retrieve the prices from, based on the selected SKUs. All calculations are done on the side of the ERP system.